We're officially less than 1 week away from the MLB trade deadline, and the rumors going on right now, they're getting out of control. Let's talk about it, folks. So the first thing that I want to talk about here, and probably the least surprising thing that we're going to discuss today, is the New York Mets. The Mets had massive aspirations walking into this season, and for whatever reason, whether it be the coaching or just a culture on that team, they haven't lived up to the hype. At this point of the season, being so close to the trade deadline, there's actually no way for the New York Mets to be at 500 or above 500, which has everybody wondering, are they gonna be sellers? The big wild card here is Steve Cohen, because we've literally never seen this dude want to sell off pieces. He's just been buy, but I think even he is seeing the writing on the wall. From everything that I'm seeing right now, it's looking like the Mets are going to be walking into this deadline as conservative sellers. Now that still raises a few questions, because what does it mean to conservatively sell? I mean, they got two former Cy Young winners in Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, and those two guys alone have been having insane speculation this entire season. It feels like at this point though, the Mets still aren't 100% willing to part with them. This article talks about all of that speculation and then gives a few reasons as to why these guys might not go somewhere else, specifically referencing the money. The article also goes on to say that their agent Scott Boras has actually come out and said that the Mets have not inquired about potentially moving on from them yet, so right now it's looking like they're staying put. That being said though, the Mets are still going to be involved in a lot of conversations, and there's a lot of guys that you want, right? Tommy Pham, David Robertson, Mark Canha, like these are all names that are probably going to be getting shipped off in the next week, so definitely keep a close eye on those New York Mets, because there's a lot of pieces that are going to move. Next, I want to talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates, and specifically David Bednar. David Bednar right now is just having an absolutely historically good season right now, and apparently he's available. This article writes, the Pittsburgh Pirates are willing to listen to offers for David Bednar and Mitch Keller, according to a report. Bednar, 28, could be one of the best relievers on the market if the Pirates move him. The closer is controllable through the 2026 season. Keller, who was an all-star for the first time this month, is also controllable until 2026. This is already big news, right? Because whenever you have a dude who's got like a 1 ERA and is controllable for seasons to come, that could mean blockbuster, but it's just emphasized even more with the recent reports about Josh Hader. Josh Hader was like the one other guy who was potentially available that could rival David Bednar as far as production, but apparently the Padres, they don't really want to move on from him just yet. If Hader is staying put, then David Bednar absolutely owns that top spot as the most coveted bullpen arm, and when you are a contending ball club and you could potentially add a dude, like I said, with almost a 1 ERA to your team, that's just insane. Very rarely do we see blockbuster type deals go down for bullpen arms, but this is a unique situation. Finally, everybody, we got to talk about the Toronto Blue Jays, and we got to talk about Shohei Ohtani.
Whoa, time for your daily Betway breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Now, Shohei Ohtani, as we all know, is an absolute god of baseball, is having another incredible season, and is probably going to break records when he signs his contract next offseason. In the meantime, though, there's still half a season of baseball to play, and everybody is wondering, what jersey is he going to be playing it in? Well, apparently, Jeff Passan is thinking that the Toronto Blue Jays could be a strong option. This article reads, when asked where Ohtani could wind up if he's moved, 3 of the most popular answers from executives are Baltimore, Tampa Bay, and Toronto. The Blue Jays are a longer shot due to a thinner farm system. Folks, I want to believe, right? I want to convince myself that the Toronto Blue Jays are going to absolutely open up the bank and just ship it all off for potentially the best player that we've ever seen play the game, literally ever, and Shohei Ohtani is going to be starting a playoff game for the Toronto Blue Jays. The fact of the matter is, though, I just simply can't. That last line there, talking about the Toronto Blue Jays prospect system, it really says it all. The Blue Jays just simply do not have the prospect capital worth a Shohei Ohtani, and when they're up against teams like the Baltimore Orioles, right, the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have also inquired, these teams are stacked. when it comes to prospects, right? They've been saving up. They've been keeping those bullets in the bank, and now they could be willing to ship them off. And the Blue Jays, we just don't have anything to rival that. Again, folks, I would love it if the Toronto Blue Jays decided to go absolutely balls to the wall and trade for a Shohei Ohtani. But at this current juncture right now, until we hear a confirmed rumor from Ross Atkins or Mark Shapiro, I'm just having a hard time buying it, especially when it's been revealed that the Toronto Blue Jays are actually actively looking for a middle infielder, which Shohei Ohtani, although he is basically everything, is not. But guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go!